We're at the CHS Rotary, and we're here today with Dr. Stephanie Aircheck. Good evening.
Hi, Dawn.
Hey, just a couple questions because a lot of people out there want to know what the Rotary Club's all about. So we are the CHS Rotary, and tell us a little about your position and some of the functions that you do in the club.
Well, for the club, I'm currently serving as the foundation chair. The Rotary Foundation is the arm of Rotary that lets all of us do good things in the world. It's our fundraising arm. So the Rotary Foundation chair in every club helps Rotary members understand what their giving actually does.
Good, great. And you were past governor of the Rotary?
I've been a past governor in this district. I've worked at the zone level, and now I'm considered a senior leader because I've served on the Rotary trustee board.
Now, you've repurposed the club recently?
Yes, this past July, our club moved from being a breakfast club, and we're now considered a sunset club. That means we meet from 5 to 6 on Wednesdays at the Southpointe Golf Club.
That makes it nice because a lot of people want to get out of Southpointe, and rather than fight the traffic, they can come here. Now, if you're not a Rotarian, what do you do? Can you come visit, or how does that work?
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome. We always welcome guests to come and visit us. We always look for speakers, people who have an interesting story to tell. But membership in a Rotary Club is by invitation. So we would hope that as people come and visit and they get to know us and we get to know them, we would extend an invitation to join.
Well, you answered all my questions. Thank you, Dr. Stephanie Aircheck. And if somebody wants to reach the club, how would they do that?
They can visit our website or they can contact me directly.
Okay, good. And that'll be on the screen.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have with me today Nick Barish, and he is the president of the CHS, is that correct? CHS Rotary Club?
CHS works.
What's CHS stand for?
Canonsburgh, Houston, Southpointe.
Why Canonsburgh, Houston, Southpointe?
Because that's our service area.
Okay, so we go pretty much the whole valley. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And we meet here at the golf club where we are now. And tell us a little about projects that come about. It's 2016. What are we looking forward to?
Great. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because we are actually in the midst of our child ID program, where we're going to distribute, with the help of a district grant, 1,000 child ID kits that can be used for parents to basically take down information on their children, fingerprint them, fill out a card and keep it in a safe. So God forbid anything happens to them, they would have something as a reference to give to the authorities.
And if I want a kit, what do I do?
Actually, I'm glad you asked that too, because we're going to be distributing them this Friday at the West Banco branch in Southpointe from 3 to 6 p.m.
And if it were beyond Friday, because this video will be lasting for a while, people will be viewing it, can we get kits later on?
Absolutely. We're going to be facilitating some additional distribution channels. In addition, myself or any one of the members of the Rotary can be contacted. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So we meet here at the Southpointe Golf Club every
Wednesday. We're here from 5 to 6.
What's a meeting like?
Well,
there's people out there are like, do I want to go to that, and why do I want to go? So tell us, what is a meeting
Sure,
like?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we begin every meeting with fellowship. Ultimately, when you're in the business community, everyone's interested in what's in it for them. What are they going to benefit from when they come to a meeting, a Rotary meeting, be it, or a Chamber of Commerce meeting? Yeah. And ultimately, what you have here with the Rotary is business leaders that are meeting basically to provide service within their service area. Canonsburgh, Houston, Southpointe. We cover different topics. We have some speakers that come in and provide some helpful information. Sometimes we talk about different service opportunities that we have within the community. But we can't discount the networking part of it. Ultimately, we want to grow the group and really put an emphasis on that and ultimately have more hands to do the service that we hope to accomplish.
Now, what do you do when you're not a Rotarian?
When I'm not a Rotarian,
yeah.
I am always...
And watch your kids, of course.
Well, I'm always a Rotarian, but when I'm not at a Rotary meeting...
There you go. Good answer. Yeah. It was a trick question.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to that. When I'm not at a Rotary meeting, I am a banking center manager at West Banco. And
here in Southpointe?
I am. I'm at Southpointe in front of the new restaurants. So, if you're in the area, stop by and say hello. We have a brand new facility. It's 1 year young. I also have a wife and 3 kids, 7, 3, and 2. So
It keeps your hands full.
yeah, if you notice the receding hairline, that's, you know,
It's not the banking.
it's not the banking, it's the kids.
Okay. We'll end on that note.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick, for joining us today and giving us some insight on Rotary.
Sure, my pleasure.
Hi, I'm Walt Olshansky. This club, this Rotary, Canonsburgh, Houston, Southpointe Rotary Club, has a long history. The club started in 1928. At one time, it had a peak membership of 60 members from the Canonsburgh, Cecil, and McDonald surrounding area. Unfortunately, around 1995, as the club stopped developing their leadership and new members, they began to lose interest, and they met. In fact, only a handful of us who had never been Rotarians before met to try to reinvigorate the club, and we had to go out and find out who had the banner, who had the bell, who had everything. But what attracted the initial, let's call it a restart of membership, was the fact that we recognized that 1.2 million people around the globe joined Rotary International, and we realized that this international club, with the type of membership that it attracts and the type of membership it has, basically can move mountains. They have moved mountains, especially, for example, if you consider their efforts to eradicate polio, which now is maybe confined to one endemic country. So with that, this club continues to grow. We're looking for people like those who have founded Rotary and this club to help us grow and to service the community, because even though it's a global club, global organization, it's the priority that we have as a club is to serve those people in this community. And with the help of our membership growth and all the help that we can receive from the people in this community, I believe that we can once again become one of those clubs that's a place to be with 60+ members.
This is a dynamic organization, and there are wonderful friendships established and developed, and we like to think that Rotary also provides an opportunity for you to, for all of us to enhance our businesses, and as a result, be more successful in what we all do.
Hi, my name's Steve DelVado. I'm a new prospective member of the Rotary. I've heard a lot of good things about the Rotary. I'm a very active member of my community and my church. I live here in Canonsburgh, Pennsylvania with my wife and our son. So there's a lot of things that I do through my church, through a couple nonprofits I work with, and when I heard a lot about the things that the Rotary does, I thought it'd be a great fit for me and my family and our community. So I really look forward to working with all the members here, and I look forward to joining.
I like to be involved in things in the community with organizations that give back to the community and more or less just help out wherever we can.
Me too. I love being with folks that are working and thinking the same way I do of like mine, and we both plan on joining.
Yes.